Hello Year 2 and welcome to the first English lesson of Term 4. Hope you all had a good half term. Okay, so here we go. We're going to start with some keyword practice. So, can you remember these tricky words? We have got door, floor, most, poor, children and wanted. I would like you now to pause the video and see how many times you can write each word in 1 minute. So you're going for your speediest writing, okay? How many times can you write each word in a minute? So you'll start with writing door. How many times can you write that in 1 minute? Okay, off you go. Okay, hope you got on okay with that. Which word did take the longest? Which word did you write the least amount of? I imagine it was probably children or wanted, perhaps because they were longer words. Okay, so these are our spelling words for the week. What do you notice about them? I'm going to read them out to you and see what you notice. Pencil, gerbil, evil, fossil, April, pupil, stencil and basil. What can you see that's the same in all these words? Well done if you said that they all end in the ill sound, okay, an I and an L. You might notice as well the word April has got a capital letter, okay, so when you're practicing your spellings it's really important that you put a capital letter for April because April is the name of a month and it's also a girl's name, so it must always have a capital letter. Right, what I would like to do is to pause the video and I would like to choose 3 of these words and write a sentence for each of them. Okay, off you go. Right, so now we're going to get on to the main part of our English lesson. So if you can remember at the end of term 3, we had a go at inventing our own planet and we'd been looking at information pages. Okay, so today, or all of this week, we are going to be writing an information page for that planet that you invented. So you might want to pause the video to go and find it. And then you might want to read through all the stuff that you put about it just to remind yourself of what you said about your new invented planet. Okay, so I've put a text up here. It says, what type of text is this? Is it fiction? Or is it non-fiction? Well done if you said it's non-fiction. It is. It's an information piece of writing. Then it says, can you have a look at this piece and name all the key features? So to start with, I'm going to read it to you. So it's, how can we stay healthy? There are lots of things we can do to stay healthy and to keep illnesses away. Changing what we eat and how much we exercise can help us to improve our health. Read on for lots of useful facts and tips to help you be the healthiest you can be. Food and drink. All living things need food and drink to survive. The type of food we eat and the type of drinks we have are important. Food types. There are 6 groups of food. These are fruit and vegetables, starchy foods, meat, dairy, fats and sugary foods. Some of these foods are better for us than others. Fruits and vegetables and starchy food. Fruit, vegetables and starchy foods are very good for us because they contain vitamins and minerals. Vitamins and minerals help our bones, skin and muscles to stay strong and healthy. We should try to include these in every meal and to eat them as snacks. You could swap your chocolate snack for a crunchy apple or try a juicy pear. Meat and dairy. Meat and dairy food like cheese and milk are also good for us, but we shouldn't eat these more than 2 or 3 times a day. Meat and dairy foods help us to have strong bones and muscles. A cold glass of milk with your breakfast or lunch is a good choice. Sugary and fatty foods. Foods like chocolate and cake are yummy, but they are very high in fat and sugar. This kind of food isn't good for us. These foods should only be eaten as a treat and no more than once a day. Did you know sugary treats are bad for your teeth? You shouldn't eat these too much and you should try to eat them at meal times. Okay, So then we're going to be thinking about the key features in our information text. So our title, here we go, we've got the title at the top. How can we stay healthy? The introductory sentence. So in this information page, the introductory sentence is, there are lots of things we can do to stay healthy and to keep illnesses away. Changing what we eat and how much we exercise can help us to improve our health. Read on for lots of useful facts and tips to help you be the healthiest you can be. Then our subheadings are food and drink, food types, fruit and vegetables and starchy food, meat and dairy, sugary and fatty foods. And then our photograph is here. And then our fact box, it's like an amazing fact that you know, is our did you know at the bottom. So we've talked a lot about this at the end of term 3, so hopefully lots of it will be familiar to you. Okay, so what we're going to do before half term, when we looked at our fact file about our planet, we had made up our own planet. Okay, so now I want you to be thinking, what was your planet called? What was it like? What was it made of? And who lives there? Okay, who lives on that planet? Maybe nobody lives on that planet. Okay, so this is where you might want to be reading through your design sheet that you did before half term to have a look at it. Okay, because over the next few days, we're going to use this fact file to help us write our amazing information pages. Okay, so we had a sheet like this that we did before half term. This is mine for Planet Blazing, if you remember that. So what does it look like? Fire planet, it is bright orange, burnt patches that are cracked. There are rivers flowing between the cracks. So remember we talked about when we were writing our fact file like this, we didn't need to write in sentences. We just wrote the main points down. And now we're going to use this to put it into information sentences. Okay, so today, we're not going to be doing it all. We're just going to be starting it. So today we're going to be writing our title. That's quite simple because mine is Planet Blazing. Remember, where do you write your title? You write your title in the middle of the line. And what do we do with it? We underline it. And I know this may sound a bit strange, but remember to underline it with a ruler. We've seen lots of people just draw a line thinking, oh, well, that will be fine. But it has to be with a ruler so it's nice and straight. So you'll write planet and then the name of your planet. Then we're going to have a look at our introductory sentence. Okay, now we've written a little bit out on here so you can always pause the video so that you can copy this and add in your own bits of information. So the introductory sentence would go underneath our title. Okay, and it says there has been an, and then we've got 2 blank spaces. So I might put, there has been an exciting, amazing discovery of a new planet. It hadn't been found before because it was blocked by other planets. And I'm taking that information off the sheet that I did at the end of term 3 for Planet Blazing. So I'm not making it up again. I'm referring back to my sheet. Okay, so we've got Planet Blazing. There has been an amazing, exciting discovery of a new planet. It hasn't been found before because it was blocked by other planets. When I've done that, I might then say, read on to find out more. Okay, make it even more exciting so the listener really wants to read it. Okay, remember you need to make your information page as interesting as possible so that people want to find out more about your amazing planet. Okay, then we've got our first subheading. So remember when we write our subheading, we go to the end of the line, so at the beginning of the line, sorry. Okay, and our first subheading is, what does it look like? Okay, and then you will underline that again with a ruler. Okay, so what does it look like? Underline that with a ruler. Okay, and then I have put, blazing is often known as, again, I will go back to my information from before, and it talked about it being the fire planet. So I would say, Blazing is often known as the fire planet because of its colour. When you look at it, you can see dark burnt patches and rivers of burning, glowing orange. It doesn't look smooth because of all the cracks. So I'm looking back at the information that I decided on my fact file from before, and then putting that into full sentences and writing it in under my subheading. So today you are just going to be writing your title, your introductory sentence, and your first subheading, which is what does it look like? That is as far as you're going today, because tomorrow we'll have a look at the next part. Can't wait to see how you get on. Bye for now.